Hi, I'm Sally Thibault, and in this video today I want to explain a little different way that you can teach your child to do tapping, or you can do it yourself. Now, in tapping, of course, we work on the meridian system, and that's why we tap on the various points around the body in order to stimulate the meridians to help reduce stress and anxiety. But you can actually also use the meridian points along the fingers and hand to create almost the same response. So in particular, when we're working with kids with autism, we don't want them to appear different by walking around the schoolyards, tapping on our face and our body. It's already, set them up to be targets. But what they can do is they can learn to tap on their fingers. So all they need to do is tap on this just by squeezing the sides of the fingers and saying in their minds how they feel. So we can squeeze, as they tap and they say, I feel stressed. But they're just saying it in their heads. I feel stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. I feel stressed, I feel stressed. And then another point you can do is right in between where the ring finger and the little finger meet, that kind of flesh apart, right in the middle of the knuckle. I feel stressed, and they can tap on their wrist at the same time. So whenever your child is feeling particularly stressed at school, all they need to do is put their hand under the desk and just silently say to themselves, I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling stressed. Maybe it's just say it in their minds rather than even speaking it, squeezing the fingers. Now, you can use the same thing if you're in a meeting with somebody and they're driving you crazy. You can do the same thing. The key is to really think in your head how you're feeling. I'm overwhelmed. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm stressed. I feel overwhelmed. I'm stressed, feeling overwhelmed. That's all you really need to do. This anxiety, I'm feeling anxious. I feel this high anxiety. I'm feeling anxious. High anxiety, feeling anxious. I'm feeling anxious. Now, what we want to do in all of this is the whole point to me about tapping, especially for little ones living with autism, is we're getting them really in touch with how they feel. So to work with them to find, okay, what are you really feeling? See if it's not going to happen overnight. So you just need to get them into the habit of telling you, get them to tell you where it feels. They might feel it in their tummy or their shoulders. They've got a headache, or they're just overwhelmed. I can't think. And that's all part of the overwhelm of stress and anxiety, and the more that they can use tapping to bring those levels of cortisol and adrenaline down, the more they'll be able to think clearly. Remember, this is about them thinking clearly. So lowering that flight, fight, and freeze response. And they're highly stressed, they go into flight, we want to run. Fight, they get aggressive, or freeze, they don't know what to do. So all you can do is teach them how to tap just in their finger points. This one's the best, but this one will also work at school, and they can do it just quietly. Now, you could also just tap and hold, so they can tap and hold. They don't need to just continue tapping. It's whatever they feel comfortable with. It's really just about focusing on the energy, focusing on the emotion, and using the meridian points to help lower that level of cortisol in the body. Now, if you have any questions, just pop them below. I'm happy to answer. We're here to help you make the best possible circumstances and situations for your child living with autism. And if we can get those stress levels way down, that makes a whole lot different in your house. Talk soon. Bye for now.